I wasn't much of a Disney fan since their downfall. The only thing Disney-related I recall watching is Winnie the Pooh. If you don't know what it is, Winnie the Pooh stars the titular honey-guzzling bear going on various adventures. It also features other characters like Tigger, Rabbit, Owl, Eeyore, etc. However, my perspective hasn't been the same since I played an unlicensed bootleg for the Sega Genesis. I was moving out of my old house and recently knew when I was setting up the furniture, appliances, and my Sega Genesis, until something hit me in the head. It was an old box. It has slash marks and stains all over it, but I opened it anyways. It was a Winnie the Pooh Sega Genesis cartridge. I was confused as Winnie the Pooh never had any Sega Genesis games at all. I shrugged and put it in my Sega Genesis. I wish I didn't. The title screen came up. The image was a stock image of Winnie the Pooh with his friends, with the title being written in Comic Sans. There was only two options. Play and settings. I pressed play and a cutscene played. Pooh was feasting on honey as usual until he ran out. "Oh bother," Pooh said. Strangely, it wasn't Jim Cummings doing the voice. "I need to find more honey." Pooh then ran off. The gameplay was normal. The plus pad to move and B to jump. There was only two enemies in the game, the Heffalumps and Woozles. This is pretty lame, I thought to myself. Everything was going fine until I encountered Tigger. Tigger just stood there not moving at all. That is until I approached him. He bounced away on his tail. I proceeded to go after him. But when I got to Tigger, he was next to a black van. He then gets taken and the van drives off. It then faded to black and faded back to see Pooh in a dark forest of sorts. I moved Pooh down the pathway until I came across a house. It uncannily resembled the house I moved to earlier. Tigger's tail was seen in front of the door. Stuffing was all over the place. I then went inside the house. The living room looked old and dirty and the windows were smashed. I controlled Pooh to the bedroom and there was Tigger. He was hanging on a noose. Stuffing poured out where his tail once was. Pooh then gasped, sank to his knees and began to cry. Another cutscene played. Pooh was again seen crying. His crying got louder and more distorted. Then suddenly a group of Tigger clones appeared. They had bloodshot eyes and unsettling smiles. They were all staring at Pooh and laughing at him. Another Tigger was running from left to right staring at the screen. This went on for about 59 seconds until the Tiggers disappeared as if they weren't there. The cutscene ended with Pooh crying his eyes out.
Then the game cut to a more demented version of the 100-acre wood. The sky was blood red and the trees were on fire. On the right side was Piglet, Ear, Rabbit, Kangaroo, Owl, Lumpy, and Christopher Robin, all wielding torches and having angry looks. The music didn't help at all. It was loud drumming accompanied by a loud screech every once and a while. They all charged towards Pooh and lit him on fire. Pooh then screamed in agony until he was nothing but ashes. The others then walked off. I heard Piglet mutter something, but I couldn't tell what he said. It then cut to Pooh's charred up body, followed by a game over-like tune. The game ended and the console shut off. I threw away the cartridge in the trash bin, hoping to never see it again. I had a few nightmares of that black van kidnapping me, or Piglet and the others burning me with their torches. It made me distant from Winnie the Pooh for a while until I watched the 2010 movie. My love for the series is much more higher than that god-forsaken bootleg. If you come across a box that looks out of place, I beg of you, do not open it.